Have you ever found yourself in a relationship and asking, should I stay or should I go? Just by asking this question, there are probably lots of doubts in your head. So in today's video, I'm gonna share with you my own personal story on leaving a relationship that wasn't really serving me anymore. I wasn't feeling happy in that relationship anymore. But also I will share with you the emotional cost of staying in unfulfilling relationship, and also the benefits of leaving the relationship and taking the courage to start fresh, start anew. So if you've been struggling with this question, should I stay or should I go, then this video is for you. I'm Magda, and on this channel I talk about personal growth, healing, and creating a life that truly feels aligned with you, the life that fills your heart with joy and happiness and peace. So let's talk a little bit about relationships where you don't feel happy anymore, a relationship that don't fulfill you, a relationship that drains your energy. I remember one of my relationship where I felt really drained. My mood was really low most of the times, and I tried to find excuses to why I feel like that. Sometimes I even blamed myself that something is wrong with me, that maybe I want too much from life, maybe I should try harder. Maybe it's me that I don't appreciate what I have, because after all, this relationship is just fine, so why should I complain? What's wrong with me? But eventually you realize that wanting more from life is not a bad thing. The fact that you are a person who is heart-centered, a person who is highly sensitive and intuitive, where you just want to listen to your calling, and then you are with someone who don't share the same space or the same energy or the same drive for life is there, and then you start to think that maybe it's not really for me. But for a while you stay because you want to fight for this relationship, because you invested so much in this relationship. You know, we entered the relationships not to break off, but we invest our time, energy, efforts, sometimes money as well, because we want to build a life with this person that we meet, and at the beginning everything seems fine, and everything is just actually great. But sometimes along the way, people might outgrow each other, they might feel like they are going separate ways. Or it might be that you feel like you want to go one direction while your partner wants to stay where they are. And in this situation, there is this misalignment in energy and misalignment in values, where you want more from life, you want to experience life, you want to grow, you want to go new places. And there's nothing wrong with you. The fact that you are hungry for life is actually a good thing. And sometimes our partners, they don't want to join us on this journey. Sometimes they like to stay where they are, and it's fine for them, it's fine that it's working for them. But then in a relationship, we want to have a partner that will join us on this journey of growth and exploring the world. Sometimes it also might happen that your partner might start sabotaging your dreams or your desires to want more from life, and this is where you start questioning whether there's something wrong with me. Maybe I should just stay and fit in, maybe I should just compromise and follow the lead of my partner and be as he wants me to be. And this way you kind of like losing part of yourself. But when you find the courage to finally decide to leave, there is this sense of relief, like some heavy weight has been taken off your shoulders, and it really feels so freeing and empowering. But of course, the decision to leave the relationship is not easy. So I hope with this video I will help you to see that the cost of staying is quite high, and the benefits of leaving are actually worth pursuing, and are worth taking this step to choose yourself, and live a life that feels aligned with you, even though your partner doesn't support your ideas, your lifestyle, your choices, or your feelings. So leaving this relationship and choosing yourself will be the most beneficial thing that you will do in your life. Let me start from the emotional cost of staying. So first, emotional cost of staying in a relationship that doesn't fulfill you is that you feel constantly stressed or anxious. And sometimes you might think that these feelings are not coming from the relationship. You might find excuses that it's because of work or other life challenges. But if you look closely, it might be that actually you feel stressed in this relationship. And I remember I noticed, especially when it comes to anxiety, I feel anxiety from time to time, but at some point I started noticing anxiety when I was at home. And I was thinking that doesn't make sense that I feel anxious at home. And so I started observing this feeling when exactly it is happening. And sure, it could happen because I had too much coffee or had some challenges at work. But I realized that the biggest anxiety I felt was when I knew that my partner is coming back home. And it was very interesting because it made me realize that when he's not around, I feel calm and I feel focused on my work. But knowing that he's coming back, it raised this anxiety because deep inside I knew that I will have to fit in to the energy of his, that I will have to sacrifice part of myself just to make this relationship work, just to make sure that our evenings or our time together is all right. And because I already felt for a while that in this relationship I don't really feel like I've been heard, seen and understood. So that's why this anxiety was really high. If you have this anxiety continuously, then you need to ask yourself a question. Do I want to stay in a relationship with a partner when I feel anxious? Because a good, healthy relationship should bring you peace, a little bit of excitement when the partner is coming back home, this feeling of looking forward to spending some time with him. But if you're feeling anxious, then that's one of the red lights of this unfulfilling relationship and emotional cost of staying in this relationship that just doesn't really feel right anymore. So number two is loss of self-worth and identity. So when you are in a relationship with a partner that you don't feel like you can be quite yourself, where you can freely express yourself, or maybe you have to sacrifice part of you just to satisfy your partner, or just to make sure that this relationship is harmonious, or even to make this relationship work, then you have to give away part of yourself. And then there is this misalignment between what you feel inside, what your heart desires, and then what you actually have to do to keep the peace in a relationship. So sacrificing your identity, where you start to question who am I in this relationship, who am I in general. Like, I don't know myself anymore. I fit in so much to this relationship that I lost part of myself. So with this loss of identity, there also comes loss of self-worth, where you start questioning yourself. Maybe there is something wrong with me, that I cannot make this relationship work. Maybe there is something wrong with me, that I cannot fit into this relationship. So that's another emotional cost of staying in a relationship that is just not right for you anymore. The next one is emotional burnout. When you are in a relationship that you don't feel aligned with the partner anymore, you start numbing your feelings. You start staying in hiding. You might not express yourself as freely as you would with your best friend. And I remember I noticed this feeling that I am not myself emotionally with my partner anymore was when I was with other people that I clicked very well with. And I had a really nice conversation. I felt this burst of energy, while with my partner I felt drained and emotionally just like blocked. Yeah, that I wanted to express feelings of whether joy or sadness, but somehow I didn't feel safe to share those emotions. And because I didn't feel safe, I stayed in quiet, I stayed in hiding, and this leads to emotional burnout, where you just eventually feel indifference and just numb. Yeah, that you just don't want to talk about this anymore with your partner. You don't want to raise any concerns, or even you feel that it's better if I don't say anything or stay quiet rather than express my feelings, because you might notice that when you say how you feel actually worse after saying those things to your partner. So then you start to just keeping things to yourself, and that really leads to this emotional burnout, which really can drain you, your energy. And the last emotional cost of staying in a relationship that doesn't feel right anymore is that you miss opportunities of growth. Because when you feel most of the time down and drained of energy, you don't really want to go out to meet new people, to grow your business. So the opportunities, they are there, but you just don't have energy to even reach out for them. You can't be even bothered because you just want to stay in hiding, because you are in this survival mode all the time, emotional survivor mode, where your heart wants more, but you are suppressing those feelings just to stay in this relationship. And then you have to ask yourself a question: do I want to stay like this? Do I want to feel like this? Or do I want something more from life? Maybe the fear of staying and just destroying your soul should be bigger than the fear of taking this step and leave. Now I will share with you the growth possibilities if you leave. So maybe that will show you that the cost of staying is higher than the fear of leaving, and then the opportunities that will come when you leave this unfulfilled relationship are really empowering and something that is worth pursuing. But if you are feeling at the moment stuck in this indecision, where should I stay or should I go, or maybe you deep inside you made this decision that you want to leave, but still you need courage to actually make a decision, I'm creating this ebook, The Courage to Leave, where I will guide you through all this emotional roadblocks on this journey to leave, but also some practical steps how to prepare yourself for leaving this relationship and how to maintain your life after you make this decision. So this ebook will be available to purchase in March, but now you can already sign up to a waitlist, and the link I will add in the description of this video. So when I finally walk away from the relationship that wasn't really right for me anymore, I created the space for healing, for self-growth, and finding new opportunities for my life, for building a life that I really wanted and was the life that is aligned with my values. So one of the first possibilities of growth is that you create a space for self-discovery. when you don't have to maintain this unfulfilling relationship, you can finally find the time and energy to see who you really are outside of this relationship. This discovery of what you like to do, what you like to eat, how you like to dress. You will be amazed how much space you will create when you leave this unfulfilling relationship, just to discover who you are. And along the way, you might even discover who you really want to have for a next partner. And now the other benefit is this emotional freedom and healing. The journey of healing at the beginning might not be easy. It sometimes can be really challenging, where you have to go through unexpected realization about yourself. Sometimes it can be a bit lonely, but the freedom that you have to explore all these possibilities and this emotional inner world that you have is really very exciting. When you don't have to sacrifice your own energy, and when you can express your emotions freely, it's really so exciting and it's really so empowering. When you don't have to maintain this unfulfilling and unhappy relationship, when you don't have to constantly deal with anxiety and stress and emotional burnout, then you have this space for this new opportunities to meet new friends, to make new maybe business contacts, maybe even starting your own business that you were thinking for a while, or discovering new hobbies. Having space just for yourself and having this space where you don't have to explain yourself anymore with why you do this, why you do that. When you don't have to deal with all this frustration, anxiety and stress of being around someone who just drains your energy, when you feel just down, when you can't be bothered anymore. This feeling of that you have finally the space to expand, that your heart can really lead you the way of what's really important to you, where you just have this freedom to choose what you want to do, then it really improves your emotional state. Yeah, it improves your overall well-being, because you start to feel more peaceful and more empowered, that actually you can do whatever you want, and also that your feelings are valid, because now you are the main character in your life, and you can really listen to what your heart is telling, and follow your calling, follow your path, and create the life that finally feels aligned with your values and your true desires. The best part is that you don't have to explain yourself anymore to anyone. You don't have to feel this stress of what this person will say, or even fearing that what you are trying to do will be met with resistance, or maybe hesitation, or maybe even criticism. When you are on your own after living this unfulfilling relationship, when you start to heal, you start to grow, and eventually you will just do what really feels that is right for you, without anyone's criticism, without anyone's doubt, without anyone's insecuritiness. It's actually you following your heart and listening to your heart. And with this feeling, you can be unstoppable, and that's the beautiful feeling. So leaving a relationship is not an easy decision, and I understand that when you invest time, money, energy, you want to keep it going, and also, there are feelings that are associated with the idea of leaving a relationship, like maybe it's a failure, or maybe the self-doubt creeps in. But it's good to remind yourself that you live only once, and it might sound a bit cheesy that you live only once, but that's really the truth. You were put on this world not to feel trapped and stuck. You deserve to have a life full of love, freedom and fulfillment. You deserve to feel peaceful in your life, and you deserve to pursue what your heart really desires. So, if you are stuck in a relationship where you feel that you cannot expand, where you cannot grow, when you cannot go to places where you always wanted to be, then it's worth asking yourself a question again. Should I stay or should I go? Do I want to sacrifice my own happiness just for the sake of staying in this relationship? Because sometimes we do outgrow people. Sometimes people, even if they have good intentions, maybe in this relationship there's no big drama going on, but for some reasons people just outgrow each other, they go separate ways, and there is nothing that you can really do about it. It's all about making this decision that after all, maybe that could be the kindest thing you can do, not just for yourself but also for your partner, giving them space to create the life that they want, maybe finding a partner who is more aligned with them and their values, their vision of life. And the same you have to do for yourself. You give yourself space to find a person that actually feels more aligned with you and with your heart. So together you can explore the world and live happy, fulfilling and peaceful life together. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more stories on personal growth and relationships. I also talk about healing the dynamic between mother and daughter. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.